Have you ever paused to consider the vastness of the universe? In the grand scheme of time and space, our lives are but fleeting moments. Yet, within those moments, we experience entire worlds, filled with emotions, possibilities, and connections. It's easy to get swept away in the rush of daily life, constantly racing against time, chasing success, and trying to fit in. But amidst this whirlwind, we often lose sight of what truly matters. What matters are the bonds we form, the memories we create, and the lasting impressions we leave on one another. So today, let's explore something deeper than just life itself. Let's talk about the incredible power of human connection, the impact that a simple act of kindness, a genuine smile, or an authentic conversation can have. These moments ripple through the fabric of the universe in ways we often can't see, yet they shape our reality. Stay with me as we dive into how human connection, built on empathy, understanding, and authenticity, can transform our lives. If you've ever experienced that spark of a real connection, or if you're seeking to strengthen those bonds, this journey is for you. Let's take a deep dive into the art of building relationships that not only enrich our souls but also help shape the world around us. In this video, we'll discover how to embrace shyness with confidence, how to foster meaningful relationships, and how to trust in others. If you're ready to enhance your connections and enrich your life, this is the guide you've been waiting for. Share it with those who could use a little more positivity in their lives, and let's embark on this adventure together. If you find yourself naturally shy, know that it's nothing to be ashamed of. Shyness is simply part of your journey, a unique thread in the fabric of who you are. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Don't see shyness as your enemy. It's just a part of you, guiding you toward greater self-awareness. Overcoming shyness isn't about changing who you are, but about embracing the present moment. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Instead of getting lost in worries about the future or regrets over the past, focus on how you show up in the here and now. Embrace your authentic self, and don't worry about how you're perceived. Real connections are built when we stay true to ourselves. Empathy is a powerful tool in forming connections. Everyone carries their own battles and insecurities. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, reminded us that by understanding others' struggles, we free ourselves from self-absorption. So don't let shyness imprison you in negative thoughts or fears about how you're being judged. Instead, focus on the authenticity of human connection. It's not about the outcome, it's about being real and sharing a moment with someone else. As Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Let's take that to heart. By embracing who we are, shyness and all, we open ourselves up to deeper, more meaningful relationships. As Socrates wisely noted, an unexamined life is not worth living. So let's embark on this journey of self-discovery, embrace our true selves, and cultivate connections that nourish our hearts. One fantastic way to combat social isolation is through volunteering. The Stoics believed that we should surround ourselves with people who uplift us, those whose presence brings out the best in us. By volunteering in your community, you align yourself with these values, meeting like-minded individuals who share your passion for making a positive impact on the world. Whether it's participating in local cleanup efforts, supporting charitable events, or volunteering at community centers, these activities foster connections that are based on shared experiences. But personal growth doesn't stop there. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of continuous self-improvement. Engaging in workshops or seminars related to your career not only helps develop your professional skills, but also opens doors to meeting others who share similar values. It's a win-win situation, professional growth and the opportunity to form friendships. Nature has a magical way of bringing people together. Why not take advantage of this by participating in group activities like hiking, biking, or outdoor exercises? These environments offer a relaxed setting for forming connections organically, amidst the beauty of the natural world. In today's digital age, online communities provide another avenue for building relationships. Whether you're passionate about a hobby, a cause, or a specific interest, engaging in online discussions and sharing your thoughts can help you connect with like-minded people. You might even find that some of these online interactions translate into real-life friendships, adding even more value to your social journey. The Stoics also guide us when it comes to trust in relationships. Marcus Aurelius often reminded us, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." The journey toward understanding others starts with knowing yourself. Once you know your values and expectations, it becomes easier to trust and recognize those who embody honesty, integrity, and kindness, the foundations of any strong relationship. Aristotle said it best. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. So, trustworthiness is built on the pillars of virtue. Look for these qualities in others to know who to trust and build your relationships with. But always remember, there are things beyond our control. You cannot change or force others to behave in a certain way, but you can choose how you respond and who you allow into your life. Trust is a two-way street, and by knowing yourself and embracing the virtues of honesty and respect, you'll build relationships that stand the test of time. In the end, it's not the grand gestures that make life meaningful. It's the simple, genuine connections we create along the way. So let's focus on what truly matters, being present, embracing who we are, and nurturing the relationships that will shape our lives for the better. The Stoics teach us that not everything in life is within our control. As Epictetus wisely said, some things are up to us and others are not. One area where this principle is particularly crucial is in trust and relationships. People's actions and behaviors can be unpredictable, often falling short of our expectations, and emotions can cloud our ability to respond effectively. To navigate this, the Stoics urge us to keep our emotions in check and view trust-related challenges with clarity and rationality. The wisdom of Plato also sheds light on this. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. By fostering emotional self-control, we can approach trust issues more logically and without the distortions of anger or fear. In essence, the Stoics teach us that by practicing emotional regulation, we can approach relationships with more understanding and keep a clear head when things don't go as expected. The Stoics also stress the importance of gradual progress, especially in developing social skills. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. When it comes to socializing, you don't need to transform from an introvert into an extrovert overnight. Start small and take gradual steps to build confidence in social situations. The key to improving social skills is empathy, kindness, and understanding. The Stoics believed in the power of virtue, and Aristotle taught that virtue lies in the balance between extremes. You don't need to be excessively outgoing, nor should you isolate yourself. Strive for balance. A good way to begin is by asking questions, showing genuine interest in others, and practicing active listening. Socrates famously said, "I am the wisest man alive because I know one thing, that I know nothing." This humility is essential for forming deeper connections. Social interactions often involve awkward moments, but it's not the awkwardness that matters, it's how we handle it. Stoicism encourages us to maintain emotional balance in all situations, even those that might feel uncomfortable. Remember Plato's words, "Courage is knowing what not to fear." Don't fear social discomfort. Instead, see it as an opportunity to grow and improve. One of the most important lessons in Stoicism is how to handle change. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Change is inevitable, and how we respond to it shapes our experience. This includes shifts in friendships, which can naturally occur during life transitions. The Stoics remind us not to mourn what we have lost, but to appreciate what remains. Epictetus taught, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Change can be an opportunity for growth, and Stoicism encourages introspection during these times. Seneca once said, "We should every night call ourselves to account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired?" Life transitions, whether in friendships or circumstances, are perfect moments to reflect on your values, strengths, and personal growth. When circumstances change, embrace the opportunity to seek out new social connections and activities that align with your evolving life. Join new clubs, attend local events, or take up new hobbies that help you meet like-minded people. By doing so, you can foster a sense of belonging and build deeper connections, even as your social landscape changes. Life is a dynamic, evolving process, and sometimes our priorities shift. Stoicism teaches us to adapt to these changes with wisdom and virtue. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, Keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. When your priorities change, whether due to career ambitions, family responsibilities, or personal growth, it's important to focus on nurturing relationships that truly add value to your life. In times of shifting priorities, quality should always take precedence over quantity in relationships. Aristotle put it beautifully: quality is not an act, it is a habit. It's about cultivating a few deep, meaningful connections rather than spreading yourself thin. The Stoic ideal is to pursue excellence in all aspects of life, including relationships. As Seneca said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. In the context of changing priorities, this translates to taking the time to nurture and cherish the friendships that truly matter. As your priorities evolve, focus on strengthening those meaningful relationships, even if they're few. In the end, it's the depth and authenticity of your connections that will enrich your life and make it more fulfilling. Finally, emotional well-being is central to Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." The Stoics believe that our mental and emotional states are shaped by the way we think and interpret events. By cultivating wisdom and emotional control, we can achieve a sense of inner peace, regardless of the chaos around us. When we learn to master our emotions, we gain the ability to navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience, embracing change as a natural part of our journey. In conclusion, whether it's managing trust in relationships, improving social skills, embracing change, or adjusting priorities, the Stoic principles provide a powerful framework for living a fulfilling and resilient life. By taking control of our emotions, focusing on the quality of our relationships, and adapting gracefully to change, we can create a life full of wisdom, virtue, and meaningful connections. Our relationships are deeply influenced by how we feel about ourselves. When we find inner peace, we're better able to engage with others authentically and build meaningful connections. In terms of mental health, the Stoics offer timeless wisdom to help us develop resilience. They understood that challenges are part of life, and our ability to face them with grace is a true reflection of our inner strength. As Seneca famously said, "We suffer more, often in imagination than in reality." By practicing resilience, we can better manage the ups and downs of our emotions, creating a solid foundation for both our personal well-being and our interactions with others. Mindfulness and meditation are key elements in Stoic practice. These techniques help us manage our mental health by fostering present-moment awareness. As Carl Jung once said, "Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart." Mindfulness allows us to look within, confront our inner thoughts, and break free from negative patterns that could hinder our ability to connect with others. The Stoics also emphasize tranquility as an ultimate goal. When we are mentally balanced and at peace, we can engage with others in an honest and authentic way. As Socrates wisely put it, "An honest man is always a child." Honesty, in this sense, involves being true to ourselves and acknowledging our mental well-being. By embracing Stoic principles, individuals can find their way to tranquility and create an environment that fosters and sustains meaningful relationships. As we explore the connection between mental well-being and relationships, let's take inspiration from Stoic teachings to build resilience, practice mindfulness, and strive for inner peace. Nurturing our mental health equips us to engage more authentically with others, deepening and enriching our connections. In our busy lives, we often find ourselves caught between responsibilities and the desire to maintain meaningful friendships. Aristotle wisely noted, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts," and this is especially true for friendships. It's not about how many friends we have, but the quality of those relationships that truly matter. So during busy times, let's consciously make space for social interactions, even if our schedules are tight. Stoicism teaches us balance, and Plato's words, "At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet," remind us that love and meaningful connections are essential to a fulfilling life. To strike this balance, we must prioritize social moments. Stoic time management involves focusing on activities that contribute to both personal growth and social flourishing. By aligning our daily choices with the goal of a well-rounded and satisfying life, we can nurture both our responsibilities and our friendships. Stoicism also underscores the importance of social prioritization. Carl Jung once said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people." In the context of relationships, this means investing in connections that align with our values. The number of interactions may be limited, but the depth and quality of those relationships should be the priority. So, if you find yourself overwhelmed by a hectic schedule, take a moment to reflect on your priorities. Make time for social connections, choosing quality over quantity in your friendships. These mindful decisions will help you maintain meaningful relationships, even in the busiest of times. When it comes to differences in interests, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what unites us as humans. Despite our varying interests, we all share common values, emotions, and experiences. By emphasizing these universal aspects of the human condition, we can build bridges that connect us. Curiosity plays a key role in this Stoic approach. As Carl Jung pointed out, understanding our own heart helps us understand others. In this case, curiosity about others' passions and interests allows us to see differences not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth and deeper connections. Stoicism encourages us to focus on shared values, wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, rather than fixating on what divides us. By doing so, we can foster meaningful relationships that transcend individual differences. Stoic philosophy teaches us that friendships are built on understanding, empathy, and shared humanity. We should embrace the diversity of perspectives and accept that not everyone shares the same passions or hobbies as we do. These differences shouldn't lead to conflict, but rather be seen as opportunities for personal growth. In the end, building and nurturing friendships is about creating a richer, more fulfilling life. By following Stoic principles, we can navigate social challenges like shyness, trust, and social skills with grace and authenticity. As we conclude this journey through Stoicism and its influence on relationships, I encourage you to explore this profound subject further. Understanding how philosophy can shape our lives and relationships opens the door to more meaningful connections. Thank you for being part of this exploration, and may your path be filled with authentic and lasting friendships.